The Kid Who Talked to Plants. 8-year-old Armin kneels beside a wilting marigold in his grandmother's backyard, whispering gently, "You're going to be okay." His tiny hands press the soil, his eyes full of care. Behind the fence, a group of kids giggle. There's the plant whisperer again. Armin hears them, but doesn't stop. His grandma watches from the porch with a proud smile. The seed of something different is planted. At school. Armin sits alone at the lunch table, flipping through a notebook filled with sketches of plants and scribbled thoughts. Maybe sunflowers smile back. A classmate snatches the notebook. "Hey, look, he thinks plants can talk." The other. Kids burst into laughter. Armin grabs it back. Embarrassed, but his eyes don't lose their spark. He murmurs to himself, "One day they'll understand." During a science class, the teacher asks about plant life cycles. Armin eagerly raises his hand, explaining in detail how plants respond to touch, sound, and love. The teacher nods, impressed, but the class mocks. "Here goes the plant guy again." Armin shrinks in his seat, but he writes even more in his notebook that night. He's not trying to impress them. He's trying to understand. After school, Armin escapes to the local botanical garden. He knows every corner, every leaf, But he talks softly to the orchids, gently untangles vines, even names each plant. Here. He's not strange. She's home. The caretaker, Mr. Imshis, watches with wonder. "You really hear them, don't you?" Armin nods, smiling for real. One afternoon, a boy from school sneaks into the garden and stomps on one of Armin's favorite plant beds. "Let's see if your leafy friends can protect themselves." Armin rushes over, devastated, holding a broken stem. Tears mix with soil on his hands. Mr. Imshis kneels beside him. "You have a gift. Don't let them bury it." At home, Armin finds a small, hand-painted pot on his desk from his grandmother. On it, "Grow what they can't see." Inside is a tiny sapling. He places it by the window, touches its leaves, and whispers, "You and me will grow together." A new kind of strength takes root in him. Armin decides to present a project called The Language of Plants. He sets up touch response experiments, time-lapse videos of plant movement, and a diary tracking how plants respond to voice. At first, people snicker until the judges arrive. Fascinated. He doesn't win first prize, but he gets something better. Respect. A girl from his class says that was ... beautiful. Years pass. Armin becomes a teen, still quiet, still the plant kid. But now classmates ask, "Can you help my mom's dying rosebush?" Armin starts a blog called Green Soul. He posts tips, experiments, and videos about plant emotions and healing with nature. Slowly, his world grows beyond school walls. One of Armin's videos goes viral. "Do plants listen to you? Watch this." Thousands watch in awe as a withering plant revives over days of care and gentle words. His inbox floods with messages. "You made me talk to my plants again." He smiles. Finally, they're listening, not just the plants, the same bullies from childhood. Now follow his page. One writes, "I used to laugh at you. Now I follow your advice. My garden's blooming." Armin doesn't reply, but he waters the pot from his grandmother and whispers, "We knew they'd come around." Years later, Armin stands at the front of a packed university hall, a guest. Lecturer on eco-empathy. He clicks to a slide titled, "Plants Feel Too." As he speaks, a hushed audience listens, not a laugh in the room. He tells them, "The things that made me weird as a kid, they made me a teacher now." Armin receives a national award for environmental education. In his speech, he says, "I wasn't trying to be different. I was just being me." He ends with, "To every kid who feels unheard, maybe you're just speaking a different language. Keep speaking it." He returns to the old botanical garden. Mr. Imshis, now retired, Watches proudly as Armin plants a tree in honor of his grandmother. Children gather around as Armin kneels and whispers to the sapling. One curious child asks, "Are you really talking to it?" He smiles. "No, I'm listening." From a laptop, Armin teaches an online course, Nature and You, Understanding Plants with Heart. Thousands tune in. He ends each session with the same line, "Be kind to each other, to yourself, and to every green thing that grows." The old notebook sits beside a window now worn, filled with pressed leaves and notes. Outside, the world is greener because of one kid who didn't stop talking to plants. Voiceover. Embrace what makes you different. It's usually your gift.